Hey guys, it's Tim. It's pretty early morning. I am staked out outside the coffee area because I'm going to definitely need that before we get into today's lab. Before we go too far, I thought I could bring to your attention an interesting question that came in from Key, who noticed something that we haven't noticed before in our lab about the way that components work in React. So let's dive on in and take a look at what Key had to say. So here we are in Leaflet, and if you notice right here, there's an interesting question in the feedback here. It says, when I log in and log out, our form is refreshed, but I think it still stores the email and password I input before, because when I click the login button, I'll log in again without inputting the email and password. So, you've logged in, you've logged out, and now you can log back in again without entering the email and password over again. That is something we definitely want to fix. So Kia's already got a fix in place for this, but I made a fork of the project before that happened. So let's see if we can recreate this. So diving on in here, we can see that Kia has this interesting kind of watercolor forest theme going on. I'm going to go to the login area. Let me log out, and so we can take it from the top here. So I'm logged out. I'm going to save this fork and refresh just to make sure we've got a clean test going on here. Okay, let me head to the login. We'll bring up the console just to make sure we don't have any bugs interfering with this. And I'm going to make a new account. So I'll be like, there we go. And register. So success, everything is working well. Now let's see if we can recreate that bug that Kia is talking about. So I'm going to log out, and what we're saying is that I should be able to just log in without entering anything here. Let's see if it works. Boom, 100% right. Good on you, Key. Good noticing that. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Now, I did a little bit of testing, and I figured out that this doesn't necessarily work all the time. So, for instance, here, let me log out again. And this time, I'm going to navigate to another page and then come back and try and do it. So I'll go to the home area over here. And now I head back to the login area. And if I try and do the login, see the error checking is kicking in. This is not going to work. So this gives us a little bit of a hint of what's going on here. Let's take a look at the code. Let's head to the settings page component here. Man, I'm going to need that coffee. My voice is jacked. Okay, settings page component. And you'll notice that when the component first loads, we've got this initial state that sets the email and the password to empty fields. And what's happening here is that when we log out, whatever we have entered into the email and the password, we call the set state on that. And state sticks around even though we are logged out. So technically the email and the password are still in memory. Now, when we leave and we come back to this component, the hash router causes that component to be kicked out of memory. And when we come back again, the life cycle starts again. So in other words, the constructor happens again, and the email and the password get reset by this call to the set state. So what we have to do is make sure that the state is cleaned up at the time that we log out. So here's the fix. Let's head down to the on log out, and you can see commented out here, we've got a quick little call to the set state. So let's bring that in. And this is the same thing Kia's done. We'll bring that back. So now when we log out, a set state is going to get called, and the email and password are going to get reset. So we don't have to count on the constructor setting that to blank fields anymore. Let's give this a try and see how this works. Give it a quick save. Refresh. Let's head over to the login here. And I'll use the login that I just created. There we go. Oof. There we go. Log in. All right, think I might have typoed. So let me just make a new account here. There we go. Okay, so now the test. So I'm going to log out, and I'm going to try and log in without entering anything in here. Log it in. Boom. So we're getting the email address badly formed because it's basically a blank field right now. So this basically shows that our fix is working. Let's try one more time. And yeah. Okay, so a simple fix, but a pretty important one. One that nobody else noticed, so good for you, Key. And I really appreciate you reporting that. I wanted to make this video so that everybody can update their code. So that's great. Really appreciate the collaboration. I'm gonna end this video here. We got to get ready for the lab 10, which is kicking off today. We're going to be showing how you can capture additional fields beyond the email and password here in order to start building a community site or some useful piece of software. I really need to get a coffee. It looks like they're getting ready to open up. So I will see you guys very soon. Take care.